everyone, it's April with Hair 101. I'm going to show you another boy's long haircut, but this time I'm going to do the entire haircut except for maybe just the edges around. I'm going to do the whole thing with a razor. This is a feather razor. I got it from the beauty supply. I don't think they're too expensive. I think they're like maybe $50 for this one. It has like a nice guard on it, and you buy replacement blades, and so when it goes dull you just change them out. To start this haircut, we're going to cut the perimeter, and this is just going to make sure that everything is clean. And this is the only time I'm going to use the scissors, I think. We'll see. Most likely. I'm going to try to do the whole thing with the razor. So we're going to turn the head and just cut the perimeter nice and clean with the scissors. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, just hold your head straight and then I'll, there we go, that's better right there. And fold the ear back, comb it down. Make sure you get any like little hairs hiding right behind there in the ear. Those always seem to pop in there. And then right here I'm going to flip my hand upside down like this to go down on this side. All right, and then look down. And the back I'm actually going to cut with the razor too, so let's start there. So we're going to grab the razor and you just kind of hold it out and then you just push down in like small little motions like this. And it gives it a really soft, jagged look. I did the scissors around the ears because I wanted it to look pretty clean around there because I don't want long pieces to pop out and hang over his ear. But in the back, it's nice to kind of have a soft look. All right, so we got all that taken care of. All right, so now on the sides, the way you cut with a razor, you can actually cut pretty blunt with the razor. If you hold the hair out and just push down, you can cut pretty blunt. So with this, we're going to take it out with our hands like this. We're going to take like a 1-inch section, so a 1-inch section right here, and then you take the razor and you stick it just behind your fingers, and you just kind of hold that hair tight in your hand and knock it off with the razor, and it graduates it down really, really soft. So we're going to do that another section back here. And we're just going down. Doing it again. So we're holding that hair out and then just kind of holding it tight with our fingers. You got to keep a tight grip on it or it'll slip right out. And down here you just need to grab another little good grip right there. Anything underneath the fingers right here, it usually slips out. So this is the area that really will be tight. So if you need to move down a little bit when you get down to this part by the ear, you just re-grab it to get it tight so that the razor can cut. Because if the hair is kind of loose, the razor won't give a good cut. It will just kind of slide out. All right. You see how it just gives a really soft look? All of the pieces are really, really soft. There's not a really definite line there. We're going to go ahead and do this other side. Okay, so I'm going to hold the hair straight out, go right behind my fingers, and just hold it tight and push down. another section up. That hurt? If it's pulling too much or not cutting very good, you might just need to change your razor blade. You want to make sure it's nice and sharp. Or you can try taking a little bit smaller sections, that would help too. So right here, where the ear comes over, I'm just going to pull it out this way and just kind of direct it forward with that cut. And then right here, you can pinch these little hairs that are too long by the ears with your fingers and just kind of take them out with the razor. Just kind of go straight down like that. All right, let's keep going. And you're going to want to play with the hair a lot to see what's going on. Make sure that it's looking good. Let's go ahead and do the bangs. We got these 2 side sections done. And we're just going to pencil out some of these bangs. He wants to keep it pretty long, so I'm going to let him hang into his eyes a little bit still. There we go. Okay, so the sides and the perimeter are done. Like I said, if you want to get a little bit closer in on the ear, you can just pull it up with your little fingers and just kind of chip out a little bit of it there. All right, so back to this spot. Pull that hair out. Be happy. All right, and now we're going to do the back. Okay, I need you to look all the way down, Ethan. We're just going to comb that hair. So you're going to take a nice little section here, just to keep it all clean. So I took about 1 inch and I combed the other 2 away. There we go. So we're going to pull that up. Okay, look straight now. So this is where we're going to be working now. So I like to grab underneath like this so that the tight part can be up where I'm cutting. And I'm just going to razor it down. I'm going to take another section right next to that one I just did. And you're just taking off like 1 inch off the ends, off this haircut anyway. If you're going from really long, you would take a little bit more obviously, but just pull it a few inches away from the head and then go down. Okay, look down. There we go. And then down here at the bottom, you just grab it with your hands straight like that. And just go like that down. Okay, and then right here, we're going to take this next section over. Just take off those ends. And then we're going to take off the ends of this section. You just keep moving from the middle to one side and then go back to the middle and move to the other side until you've done all of those sections in the back to meet up with the sides. And this is just really fun because you can just play with it, make it look how you want it to look just by sculpting out little pieces. And it's pretty forgiving because it's such a soft cut. Right there. All right, look straight in the mirror. Okay, look down for me. So right in the back here, I want it a little bit more blended. So I'm going to pull this up to check it. and it's just a little bit long. So I'm just gonna take my fingers like this and push down on the razor as it blends down. Make sure you're not pushing the razor into the head, you're keeping it onto your fingers. Because if you pushed it into the head, you would get a bald spot. Alright, so let's straighten the mirror. So now we're just going to take a little bit out of the top and off the ends. And this is really fun. You take it straight up like this, and then you're going to take your thumb and just kind of push it onto the razor and pull it off, kind of like you're peeling it off. And so your thumb is going to be what's pushing in on the ends, and it's going to give it that really soft, fun look. And the guard is what keeps your finger from getting sliced open, so make sure you have the guard on there. It's a definite must for this, what I'm doing here. Alright, so we're going to go, we got all the front done, we're going to go and do the Mohawk. You feel like Edward Scissorhands, it's just flying everywhere. And then I'm going to switch sides and do it a little bit on the other side so it's not just short on that one side, because the razor kind of cuts into the side that your thumb's pushing on, or not pushing on, I guess. There you go. So we got the top Mohawk section done. We're just going to tie in these two sides and then we will be done. Actually, I lied. We're not going to be done because we're going to go through and texture with the razor too. See everything. We're just doing this whole haircut with this razor. So if you don't have a razor, you better go buy one because this is really fun. You're going to find that you love doing this. And the client will love it too because it's so easy to style. And it grows out really nice too. You can also do this on women's haircuts if you want to do a really textury haircut. It's not just for boys, it's for everyone. There we go, we go this way, right, dude? That way. Alright, I'm going to go through the top and just take a teeny bit out, pencil-wise. When I say that, I mean I'm going up like this, like drawing like a pencil would go in there. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more texture. And I'm just combing that section down in a way and grabbing the one right in front of it and just doing like a little bit. Okay. And I think we're set. Let's dry it up and see if we have any little adjustments to make. And I have a little surprise for y'all. We're going to do a Jedi Knight braid in this guy's hair because who doesn't want a Jedi Knight braid, right? So I'm going to show you how to do two different extensions, and this can be awesome for Halloween, and I would suggest this clip-in option for Halloween so that you can take it in and out. But if you want to wear it always, I'm going to show you a permanent extension to do. So now we have the razor cut all dried up, and if you want to, you can go in with the thinning shears around the sides and just thin it out a little bit more if it's poofing out. It already has a ton of texture. This is just taking some of the bulk out. And I say yes, let's take some of the bulk out. Okay. And then you can go in, strum out that. You can even use a blow dryer really quick. So get all that done. Okay. And then we're going to take some pomade. I use Redken Rewind. It has a number 6 on it. And it does this really cool like spider web thing. And that's just fun, so I use it. That's pretty much the only reason. Oh, it's good too. Alright, so we're going to just put that in the hair. And that's just going to give you a little bit of definition and pieces out. Alright, so yeah, there's our textury razor cut on a boy. This is great on men too. You can do this technique with the razor on women. Alright, so now on to the Star Wars portion of this video. So, You can buy these. This is real hair. You can get hair extensions. You can get bags of real hair like this in the store. Let me show you what it looks like. Like this. This one's from Sally's, I think. Anyway, this one says 70 bucks on it, but they're usually about that much for a whole bag of hair. If you can find just a piece, that's better, but and they do have those like at Sally's and Peerless and stuff. I have seen just like the smaller pieces of the hair that you could take. But yeah, so you're gonna make sure that it's human hair, and it's sewn in these little wefts, they call them. So they sew the hair into this little thing so that you have something that you can like sew onto a clip. So this one's been sewn onto one of these little hair clips. It just bends open and shut, and so it has the burra on it. And these are awesome because you can take them out or put them back in like day to day. You can just change your hair a lot. And they actually have these for a whole head of hair. And I'm going to show you that eventually in another video, but don't hold your breath because it might be a while. I need to find someone that wants it first. And so we would just take this little Padawan braid and you lift up the hair and you would stick it in. And it actually works better if you stick some kind of like gel in there for how short his hair is. I would use like a ice spiker. And so you just stick it where you're gonna put it, like that. And you would wanna just kind of let that dry, or even use a blow dryer. Make sure that it like kind of sticks really good. So we're gonna blow dry this. Okay, so I stuck that, the hair glue, ice spiker hair glue, down in here, and I blew dry it just so that, is that a word? Blew dry? I blow dried it just so that it was sticky, and you can tell when it's dry when it gets clear and it's not wet anymore. So you just stick it in there and clip it, and then the hair goes over it. So that's the temporary way to wear it. And now he has his awesome Star Wars braid. So here's the front view of that. Awesome. Now he wants a permanent one because he is always Padawan, right? He's not pretending, he really is. So we're going to take this gel out. I took a weft of hair and I just cut it about 1/2 inch long, and then I put a rubber band just a little bit below it, and now we're going to braid it. So hold that tight for me. And this is going to be a little bit thinner than the other one. So quickly just braid this up. Braid it all the way down. You're going to stick another elastic in there. Alright, so now these are going to be the tools you need. You're going to need to go and buy these at the beauty supply. So this is a little hook, and it just kind of has like a little slider on it. And then you're going to need some needle nose pliers. These ones are specifically for hair extensions. And then these little beads. They're like micro rings with screw, that's what it says. Anyway, they're just these little teeny beads, and that's what you're going to stick on your hook. So you stick one on your hook. And then right here, we're going to take this and we are going to cut off about 1/4 of an inch above the rubber band. So we have this little, make sure it's clean. You don't want any really long pieces because you're going to have to thread this into the bead. And I'm going to stick a little bit of gel on here too, this ice spiker, just to keep all the ends together. I want them really tight because it's not easy to thread this much hair into a bead. There we go. Just try one more time. Okay, so we're going to take this.
I have one question, like, how is it, like, are you just, like, gluing it in my hair?
Yeah, I'm going to staple it into your skull.
No.
Okay?
No, really, what are you doing?
Don't be scared. Wait. So I'm sticking the bead on the hair extension. There we go. Making sure all of the hairs are through. And then I'm going to shove the hook up there with it. Okay. And then we're going to take a little bit of hair and hold the hair extension so that we're making sure that the hair extension does not slip off, but that the real hair pulls through the bead. And I'm sorry, Ethan, this will hurt a little. Brace yourself, my son. Hurt, this will. Oh dear. Okay, so we're gonna pull it through. And here it comes. This is his real hair coming through right here. And I don't know if I'm pulling up or down. There we go, pulling down. Okay, so now it's on there and it's pretty squished, but just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, we're gonna take these little pliers. Make sure it's not right on the head because you don't want him to have a headache for a few days. And you put the pliers right in there and you're gonna clamp down as hard as you possibly can. And do it a few times. And that is going to make sure that your extension doesn't go anywhere. So we have all this extra hair at the top here. We're going to be very, very, very careful. And we're going to cut off that extra hair. And make sure you don't get any of their own hair. All right, so there's our extension. This hair was clipped up, so it's a little crazy. I'm gonna smooth it back down with some pomade. There we go. That's better. And we have an official Jedi Knight. All right, so that is the permanent extension, and this technique can also be used for pieces around the face if you wanted to just add a little bit more thickness in a woman's hair, or like a pink or purple piece of your hair. You can get the hair from the beauty supply and then just add in the one bead or 5 or 6 or whatever. And that is it. Are you going to do that for Halloween? No?
No.
All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed our little extension video with the Jedi Knight braid. Is that what it's called? Padawan braid? The Padawan braid. I need to get cooler. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time.